Boys and girls, it's that time again. It's Draft Mode O'Clock here on the channel. I've dragged in another special guest from within the Football Manager content creator community. We're going to have some fun playing Football Manager. Revolutionary stuff. Here we go then, boys and girls. It's draft time again. And as you can see from the other side of the screen, today we have Jack, aka Work the Space. Hello, Jack. How are you doing?
Hello. I've just done like a very 90s game show wave to everyone as you've introduced me there.
Nice. I hope you waved around the room and not just waving directly into the camera, because I always feel like people watching on their TV get neglected if you just wave straight on.
I've done both now. We've covered all, but I look like the Queen waving to an audience now.
Yeah, exactly. You got to wave to all corners of the screen. Jack, I'm going to take a moment, as this is the video on my channel. There will be one on Jack's channel tomorrow, so don't worry, you can check out a draft without me having a rant at the start of it on Jack's channel, linked down in the description below. But this was supposed to be something a little bit different. We had the greatest idea in the history of Football Manager, TM, arranged for this. We were going to be taking my Kettering team from non-league to legend and putting them up against Jack's Boston team from Park to Prem. Fantastic idea for a series, by the way, Park to Prem. Amazing. How did you come up with that one, Jack? We couldn't do it.
Whoa, we're going back here. I did a series called Tracksuit to the Top before non-league to legend that was the same premise. I'm not having that.
Well, that was clearly before my time, therefore it doesn't count. But yeah, exporting teams on Football Manager seems to be broken as per the latest update. So we put a pin in that. That is an idea that we'll come back to if the game ever lets us. But it isn't letting us. So we're going to do a draft instead. And we're going to do a draft, Jack, based on just English players. So we've got a £500 million budget. We have English players only. We're going to do 18-man squads. And we're basically selecting our own teams for like the World Cup. It's Kev's World Cup against Jack's World Cup. All these England players. How exciting.
But we can't take the same players. Yeah. Do you know any of these players? Like, your footballing knowledge, I feel like, has gaps in it.
I mean, there's one or two gaps, but I recognise most of these names. I did make a mistake in the last draft that I played with Ashley Young, so I know not to go near him again. I learnt a lot about not selecting Ashley Young. Other than that, I mean, I'm looking through the list of these players for the shortlist, and I know most of these names. I don't know what a Mason Mount is, but I'm sure it's lovely. But other than that, we're good.
Sounds like a wrestling move.
Yeah, exactly. You've got first pick, Jack.
I have. Love it.
Who are you going to go for?
I am going to go with Jadon Sancho.
Jadon Sancho. See, I've heard of him. I'm looking at Harry Kane at the top of the list thinking, should probably go for him, but I've never got a good game out of him in a game of Football Manager ever. So what I should probably do is go with what I know is good from the Streamer Showdown, which is Marcus Rashford. So we're going to have Marcus Rashford. He was
going to be my next pick, so I'll give you that.
And then I think to complement him, I'm going to go for my big pal Joe Thromes, who...
Oh, God. Not...
We've got to go for him. So we're reuniting one of my many Streamer Showdown teams, which, of course, largely have been successful. How have you been getting on in the Streamer Showdown, Jack? Just remind me.
I've lost in a final.
Did you?
I've only lost one. I mean, I've won a losers playoff and I've lost one, and I've lost a final. So
I didn't know you could lose in finals. I've not experienced that.
Have you not?
I didn't know there was a playoff either.
No.
I thought as soon as you get to the final, they just hand you the trophy. But
did you? No, well, isn't it more of a crown?
Yeah. Although breaking news, I think I lost the crown as part of my house move. I can't find it anywhere. I was looking for it to do my king speech that I was having planned, I'm looking for my king costume and can't find it anywhere.
Have you posted on local Facebook groups? Have you seen my crown?
Yeah. Or otherwise, I might have to spend a new $14.99 for a new set, which I don't think. Oh, you've taken Jamie Vardy. I forgot he existed. I've made a big mistake there early on.
I was about to get a centre back, and I was like,
why have I taken Joe Gomez rather than Vardy? Oh, can we restart? I'm having connection issues, Jack. Oh, it's all going wrong. Oh,
how convenient.
This is a disaster. Oh, my camera's turned off. We need to restart.
Oh, no.
Adam Lallana's more than Jamie Vardy. What is this?
Yeah, the prices, they've not fixed the prices this year, have they, really? Not that I want to comment too much on the talent pool in English football, but this
This goes south pretty quickly, doesn't it? My word.
It does. There's a handful of players, and then there's everyone else.
Yeah, goodness me. Right. What on earth do I do here then? We'll take Trent Alexander-Arnold, because I've heard of him.
It's a good pick.
Right, what have I got? So I've got Rashford. I need a striker. Is there any good English strikers?
The fact you've picked 3 or 4 players and gone, what have I got, is concerning.
I totally forgot Vardy existed.
Kane's still there.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I might go for Callum Wilson instead. I'm going to go for Callum Wilson instead.
That's a boring pick. Had my mouse over him. Very upset. Right. Well, I had a plan B. He's not quite as sexy as Callum Wilson, but I'll go with Mason Greenwood.
Okay.
Which means I've now just got all the fast attackers. I've got a monopoly on them.
Yeah, this is problem. Well, you've not got my boy Callum Wilson, who has been
that's fair.
a bit of a player in the showdowns for me in the past. Do England have any goalkeepers? Just out of interest.
I mean, there's Pickford. He's a bit like a dinosaur. Like, he's got very T-Rex arms. I'm going to go with Tarkowski for my next pick.
Nice. I'm looking, without even having to scroll, Joe Lewis is on the list of goalkeepers here. That's the lengths we go to. Who was hounded out of Peterborough for not being any good.
It's a talented pool.
Oh, my word. Right. Let's go back to the top of this list. That's depressing. Hang on. You know what? I'm just going to go for Harry Kane. I'll figure it out later. I can't leave him sat there not being picked. And on the same basis, I'll go for Jordan Henderson. We're just going to throw some money around. I've spent half my money. Hang on.
I was going to say, you've burnt your budget quite quickly there.
Yeah. But I've got some beautiful players.
Right, what have I got? Right, I need another defender. I feel like defence is one of those areas where there is a limited pool of players.
Do England do left backs these days? Oh, there's a few actually. That's less of a worry. Centre back. Who can I have to partner my boy Joe? Is Ben White really the 4th best English centre back in existence? Because again, he was playing for Posh a year ago.
He's very good, to be fair. He's not that good actually. I've just looked at it. Not very good, everyone.
Right,
it's back over to you. I'll be polite and let you know, just so you don't.
Yeah. Do I want Harry Maguire against your very quick attack? That seems like a good plan. Oh my word. John Stones, he's had a devaluation, hasn't he? Goodness me. Oh my goodness. Where are all the defenders? Does Sol Campbell not play anymore? Where's Rio Ferdinand?
He's a manager now, Sol Campbell, or at least he was. I don't know who he's managing now. Actually,
can I not draft him?
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm going to take John Stones because I'm hoping Football Manager still thinks he's good.
He's not bad. I did look at him.
Right, who else am I going to get? Grealish is too expensive. I can't keep getting all the most expensive players. What have I got as a team? So I've got most of a back four. I've sort of got an attack. I've not got much in the way of a midfield at the moment. So who have we got? The central midfielders who are English. James Milner. He's so expensive.
He's really good. Look how many positions he can play.
I know. That is always handy in a draft. But I think I'm going to go for my buddy Calvin Phillips because he was excellent for my Leicester side this year. So we'll take him.
Pretty sound reasoning. I'll allow that. Are we picking 18 players?
We are picking 18 players. Yes.
Okay. You've taken all the good right backs already, really.
Well, I've taken one right back.
Well, Joe Gomez can play right back too, can't he?
But there's Kyle Walker. You can have him. Treat yourself to Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker is quite quick. But you know what? I might go with Reece James.
Have you just taken Ben Chilwell, by the way?
I have taken Ben Chilwell. I know he's one of your little favourites. I feel like I know your pool of players, so I'm just taking your approach.
This is unacceptable what's happening here. I had a plan going into this, and you're just taking my plan apart.
You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me by saying you had a plan. Let's be clear here.
It's almost as if we threw this idea together 5 minutes before we hit record. We were doing something else.
He's getting his excuses very early. I'll have you know, we agreed on this, everyone, about 2 weeks ago where this was all planned for.
Right, I've taken Luke Shaw, and now we're going to... Oh, midfield. Do England have any midfielders? Is this why England always play all the centre-backs and no midfielders? Because there actually aren't any. I've seen all the criticism for Gareth Southgate on the internet, but now I've got some sympathy with him looking at the options he's got here.
I've just discovered that Wayne Rooney is not naturally a striker this year in Football Manager. He's naturally a defensive midfielder now.
Nice.
The evolution has happened, everyone.
How is he still £11.5 million?
Because the prices don't make any sense.
They really don't, do they? I'll take Declan Rice. Because I'm going to go with put all the defenders in midfield. I'm having Eric Dyer next. I'm doing a Southgate. I've decided that's the way forward.
You're telling me that as I hover over him. No, that's not true. I already had my two sorted. I'm going to go with Mason Mount. So I know you were very excited by his name, and also Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Nice. Right, I need a goalkeeper.
I have a starting 11 now. You know, it's like I've got the corner pieces of the jigsaw done now.
Yeah, I'm not going to go for Joe Lewis as much as I want to. Pickford's so expensive. I think Dean Henderson has to be the one. I can't spend 30 million on Pickford when Henderson's 16.
Yeah, the prices are pretty wild, like the difference between some of the more expensive ones and the cheaper ones.
Right, I don't really have anything resembling a starting 11 yet, unless I'm not planning on playing with a right-hand side. So who have we got that we can bring in as a right wing? Oh, you've got Sterling as well. You got Sterling and Sancho? Thanks, Jack. You didn't think to save someone for me?
No. I wanted all the good wingers.
Oh, Theo Walcott's still available. Don't worry.
He scored against Arsenal this week.
I'm going to take Harvey Barnes because I know Harvey Barnes is wonderful. Again, using my Leicester save, my knowledge from my Leicester save.
I wonder if they've updated any of the players in the recent Football Manager update. I don't think they have, but I'm kind of looking through. I'm going to take Calvert-Lewin.
Lovely.
He looks quite good. I feel like in drafts you want the kind of Swiss Army knife players, the guys who can just play anywhere.
Yeah, they are quite handy. But then I made that mistake by taking Ashley Young recently, and apparently if they can play everywhere, they don't necessarily play anywhere well. That's what I learned.
I'm taking Ashley Young, and he's going to score against you.
Right, I've just noticed James Maddison is knocking around at 14 million quid, and I've just been scrolling over.
That's very cheap.
I hadn't made it down to him at any point. I just saw him there. I'm like, I don't really need you now, James, but you're coming in anyway.
For that price, no point in not.
Right, I haven't got any kind of plan as to what my next pick is.
It's really weird the difference between this and the Streamer Showdown, where there's just a lot more players to pick.
Yeah. Yeah, because when we were setting this up, we were saying, I said there's 16,000 players, and you're like, well, that could be too many. Yeah, but most of them are trash.
True. Wait until the end. I'm going to literally pick the worst players I can.
Right, I've got Tammy Abraham in. I've got lots of strikers now.
Right, I've got 5 more picks, everyone. 5 more. I'm going to get in. Can I afford Jack? I can afford Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, come on in.
Goodness me. It is a little bit alarming that when I sort the players by value, in fact, I don't think it's including my players on there. That's why. I'm sorting the players by value and it's just showing me yours. Harry Kane's not on there anymore, though. That's all right. I thought you'd taken all of the good players and I was just going to kick my power cord. Oh, disconnected. We'll have to try again.
I'm going to get Loftus-Cheek in as well.
Nice. Well, I am going to take, after joking about it before, I am now taking Eric Dyer.
I wasn't sure if you were joking at the time. I don't think anyone was.
Right. Who have I got who can play left back? Luke Shaw. Do I need another left back? Probably not. It's a one-off draft. I was going to say,
there's not much strategy to this, is there, when it comes to depth?
Yeah, I will take Joe Lewis as my backup goalkeeper, though, because former posh player. Got to.
Taking a backup goalkeeper, I might skimp out on that.
No, I've got 80 million pounds left and 2 more picks. I've just realised I probably didn't need to do that. I think I just need to pick the most expensive players left, but that means James Milner. Is that really what we've come to here?
Got 2 more picks, and I can kind of pick anyone who plays anywhere. I'm going to look at players by age who have 1 international cap.
Nice.
Can I even do that? I can't even do that in draft mode.
Oh, Jack. I did have another idea for a potential draft we could do, but did you know your name's not as popular as I thought it would be? I thought we could do a Kevin versus Jack, where I can only draft Kevins, you can only draft Jacks. There are only 13 Jacks in the player pool, in the standard player pool, whereas there's 48 Kevins. So,
as many as that?
Yeah, Kevin's clearly a very popular name. But I was looking, can I add in Jacks and Jacksons? But no, just there's not enough of you. You need to bring your name back to popularity.
I'm going to try. I feel like my name was quite popular at school. There's like 3 people in my form with the name Jack.
Your fella off a Lost ruined it for everyone, I think. I think
that's true, actually.
He spoilt it for everyone.
I have drafted Grant Holt, by the way, Norwich City legend.
Nice. Well, I've just taken James Milner and Adam Lallana, and that's my draft complete. I have 18 players.
How much money? Right, get rid of the over 39 years old filter, Jack. We don't need that anymore. Who's the most expensive player left? Walker. No. The players that we've left are just the ones that you wouldn't want anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Get yourself Harry Maguire and start him. Ross Barkley's there, Jack. Ross Barkley's right there. Treat yourself to a bit of Ross Barkley.
Okay, if this was a streamer showdown, who are you picking?
I'd probably go. Who's left? I'd probably take Dele Alli from Who's Left on there.
See, I did look at Dele Alli, but I have quite a few centre mids like Dele Alli. I'm going to be honest. We've kind of hoovered up all the good ones. You know what? I'm going to go with Phil Foden. How's he been left till last?
Because he's not as good as the other 30-odd players we've picked.
He's very good. I'm just going to compare him against Maddison just for my own peace of mind.
Maddison's the one. Maddison's going to tear you apart.
It's all this fighting talk. I don't like it when you get aggressive like this.
Look, it's how you win a showdown. You have to be aggressive.
I don't have the killer instinct for that. Yeah, it's like a Mamba mentality that you've got that I just don't. Don't have.
We will take a moment now, boys and girls. We will select our teams, pick our tactics, and then we'll come back to watch me beat Jack. Right, boys and girls, teams are picked, and this is the team that I'm going for. I haven't drafted very well. I'll acknowledge now that I have forgotten to get a right winger. I am having to start James Milner in the centre of midfield and Eric Dyer at centre back. So there's things I could have done differently, and probably would if I had my time again. But I'm going with Dean Henderson in goal. I've got a back four of Luke Shaw, Eric Dyer, Big Joe Thromes, and Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, who very nearly started in centre mid for me until I realised I didn't have another right back. So all I was really going to do was rotate everything around and probably put Gomez at right back, and it was going to get a mess. So we've got Henderson and Milner in midfield, Lallana in front of them. I mean, that's a classic Liverpool setup there. It's got to be good, surely. I know about Liverpool, honest. That's probably the midfield they won the Premier League with. I doubt it changed much from this point. Rashford on one side, Maddison on the other, and Harry Kane up front, which I'm not particularly happy about, and will probably change him quite early on because I've got Tammy Abraham and Callum Wilson on the bench.
Well, my team, I've gone a bit more basic, English, so I've got to play a 4-4-2. So we've got Pope in goal, then we've got your boy Chilwell out at left back alongside Smalling and Tofkovsky with Reece James on the right. Midfield, this is where it gets scary, I think. Sancho on the left, Loftus-Cheek and Foden in the middle, Raheem Sterling on the right. And then up front, we've got your other boy, Jamie Vardy, and Calvert-Lewin, who has been the saviour of my fantasy football team, and therefore, through that logic alone, will help me today to win this game.
I don't like this. What we have done, as a little nod to the fact we were going to do non-lethal legend versus Partridge Prem, we are both using the tactics we've used with those teams. We were going to try and pick some of the players, but believe it or not, the trash we've been signing in those saves doesn't come up on draft mode.
I'm not surprised.
We tried doing a non-league one, and there was a player pool of 500 players, which probably isn't enough. And we've seen how quickly we blew through 16,000 there. Right. Or do we do team talks on draft now? My word.
I mean, look at that. Game changer. I like the fact you've played Ben in a draft and you're still feeling like you've discovered it.
I mean, he talks a lot. It's hard to focus on what's going on with him running in your ears.
What do you think of my kit, by the way? I spent a lot of time devising this kit. It's like...
At the moment, I can't
Optimised
see
for
it.
confusion. Oh, well, that's sad. When you see it, you'll be delighted.
I'll see your defenders wearing it as your goalkeeper's picking the ball out the back of the net. So I'll
Whoa,
have a look
whoa,
at it then.
whoa. I don't know if I've ever beaten you in a draft.
Well, now is the time.
I was going to say, this could be I don't think you're going to be a weaker point than you are here.
Yeah,
Raheem, Vardy.
I have a 100% losing record for drafts on my channel so far this year. There has only been one, but I did lose it. So,
it could be 2 in a second. Go on, Philly Foden.
Oh, come on, boys.
We should probably mention oh my word, I did not know that. Did you know he can do that?
I knew he could do that. He's a superstar. I can't believe I didn't get him. I've missed all my boys here. Vardy and Chilwell should have been my first 2 picks.
Yeah, I am actually surprised you didn't go with Vardy right away, because I feel like every draft mode for the Streamer Showdown, he was just the first pick.
Because he's the best striker in the Premier League.
In Football Manager. Let's just lower that slightly.
And Callum Wilson, they're the 3. If you're doing a Streamer Showdown, if you're doing draft mode, get them 3. They're the ones.
So we should also mention that because there's a new Football Manager update that came out just last night, we are in a different match engine to what we've ever used with these teams.
That's a very good point.
Go on, Calvert-Lewin. Go on, Calvert. Yeah, he's let me down there.
My boys are struggling a little bit here. We might have to switch things up early on. I can't believe you're doing this to move a 4-4-2. I feel like I'm
very classic, like that. I've gone back to the roots, English team, English steel in the 4-4-2.
Because the other thing, of course, when we started arranging this, we're like, we'll use Kettering against Boston. I'm thinking easy win for Kev, because my Kettering team steamrolled over the National League. And your lot.
I mean, I'm very happy that I was able to slip that paycheck to Sports Interactive to break the export team function. So we had to do a draft.
Yeah, it is quite convenient. Well. We arranged to do this today, and then last night an update comes out, and all of a sudden we can't do what we were planning on doing. It's very, very convenient. Oh, lovely from James Madison. Oh,
lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I mean, it was nice control.
Oh, go on, Jamie. Inside. Look at him go. He's
blooming
quick, isn't he? Penalty, referee.
Good work, Joe. Lovely stuff. Right, James Milner. I mean, I had every English midfielder to pick from, and he's the one I went for.
The fact you've started him shocks me. It's offside. Don't celebrate it. I know it's offside. You know it's offside, Calvert-Lewin.
He's having a lot of fun out there, though, charging out to the corner flag. You're beating me for XG. I don't mind losing matches. I can't abide being behind on XG. Is that the scoreline doesn't matter. If you've got a better XG, you've got the warm fuzzy feeling inside.
Yeah,
it's a moral victory.
You should have been the winner.
Right, I'm changing everything.
I'm delighted. You're all brilliant, boys.
I'm going to throw the water bottle.
That seems extreme.
Water bottle is thrown, and we're going back to the system I use in the Streamer Showdown. We're going Streamer Showdown.
So
it's got to be done.
Default Gegenpress. Is that the plan?
See, this is the misconception. People think it's a Gegenpress, and it isn't. It's a vertical tiki-taka.
Well, there you go, everyone. Vertical tiki-taka, if you want to lose to me, is the play. Right. I've said this now. It's only 1-0 at half-time, Jack. Hold your horses.
Exactly. I'm battering you in the second half. You won't know what's hit you. Declan Rice is coming on. That's how you know I mean business. Right. Do we want...
I'm surprised you played James Milner over Declan Rice.
I forgot he could play in midfield, to be honest.
Oh, that's fair. I think Southgate's the same.
In my Leicester save, and it just didn't occur to me that I could have played him in that box-to-box midfielder role, which is what he's going to be doing for me now. We're putting corners on as well.
Getting the corners in.
Yeah, it's all about the corners.
I feel like you're taking this more serious than me.
Well, I've got pride at stake.
I don't have any pride to lose, so
I'm already there. I'm already sat here on 1 defeat this year in draft. I can't have a second one. I need to get good again before the Streamer Showdown starts up. I've got a 5th trophy to win.
So that crown, I am going to need you to find it, I think.
No, it's
although I guess gone. Is it technically possession of Ben now?
Well, Ben still owes me a crown because one of the times I won, he said, if you win this time, I'll buy you a crown and send it to you. He never did. It's like his his supposed T-shirt I'm supposed to get for beating him in Draft Wars. That ain't turned up yet. He's not even asked for my size and my address. The man's a fraud.
To be fair, I lost against Ben on penalties. I'm not really over it. It's offside. It's fine. Never in doubt.
Casually put my arms down. I was just scratching. My hands together above my head.
Miles offside. Look at that. Country mile.
Absolutely absurd. That's been given as offside. And we didn't even get any XG for it because of the offside either. And it was worth some XG at least. Right, Adam Lallana, my playmaker, my talisman. You're making changes because this is really slow all of a sudden.
Sorry, I'm just making one. I don't want to give you any hope that there's a highlight for you. Well, go on, Jamie. Go on. I want to believe. Foden. Jaden.
Oh.
Tactical genius. The change hasn't happened. Oh, wait. Has the change happened? The change hasn't happened yet, but still. Tactical genius.
I don't like this at all.
It's the pink. Can't handle the pink.
No. I might go and put my pink jacket on, see if I can counter the pink with more pink. We could do pink background lighting. I've got to be a way to balance this pink out.
Just a bit of pink on pink action.
Yeah. Well,
right, do I want to keep my changes? Yes.
I think you do. I'm going to make some changes.
The worst thing about that goal for you is you've seen like a highlight slow down, so your assumption is, he's just making a change. That's the highlight, which makes when the goal goes in a bit more heartbreaking. Really.
I was comfortable, and then it all went wrong. I mean, the assistant manager in this isn't up to much. I've just changed my system around to put a second striker on, and then did the thing where you grab the player and drag him down, and the assistant manager recommends who you should bring on. Apparently, I should be bringing Calvin Phillips on up front, which says a lot about Tammy Abraham and Callum Wilson in the circumstances, I think.
Not up to snuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Kane's on a 6.3. Oof.
Kane's finished. He's done.
Is he done? Is he gone? Callum Wilson coming on.
We've gone for a new 2 up front.
Oh.
They're both on.
Just get all the quick players on. Is that the plan?
Exactly. Here we go. This is how we get back into this game. Come on, Tammy. Come on again, Tammy.
No, not like this. Stop it.
Why? Are we playing FM20 all of a sudden? What's happened there?
I think we might be.
I need a fact check. I need to know what game we're playing because has that been added to the new update? Greenwood trying to lob Henderson.
That was ambitious to lob him from the near post.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of lob from inside the 6-yard box usually.
That was a very over-the-top clearance there by Tarkowski.
Yeah. Oh, ball over the top for Callum Wilson. He's in here. He's passed the kick. What has just happened there? That's an open goal.
I'm just gonna tell my players to go a little deeper. You know, we don't need to do any nonsense. I feel like now.
Am I allowed a 4th and a 5th sub?
I don't know that's how it works.
Come on, Trent. Near post.
Away. Away. That's fine. It's comfortable. Who's chasing that? Run faster.
You got Jordan Henderson using his pace there to be the first one to get the ball.
Now, I am living life on the edge at this point, I am willing to admit, but the time is continuing to tick away.
Oh, and now you've got a corner.
Smalling, Smaldini.
It's not even close. This is hideous. I call shenanigans. I was prepared for something else, and it got switched away from me at the last minute.
It is that horrific yellow you're making your crowd wear.
They love it.
It's very McDonald's energy from the crowd.
It's just red the default kit. Yellow. It's beautiful. Here you go. We're going to get a consolation goal here with 15 minutes to go. And oh my word.
It's fine.
Oh my word. What is going on?
You've only had 2 shots on target.
We're closing in on XG though. If you're not careful, we're going to claim the moral victory here. Shows how bad Harry Kane is that we're going to be ahead on XG. And somehow still lose 3-0 or 4-0 or whatever nonsense
where's he going? Where's he going? Oh my word! It would have been beautiful. That's good for my XG. That's good for that's all that good for the XG. That miss. Look at that. We're up to 1.7 now.
It's all gone wrong.
I'm going to take off Sterling for Grealish.
I mean, you could bring whoever you want on. Really, it's not making any difference now, is it? We've got 2 minutes left, and I've got to score 4 goals.
It could happen.
So it's not going to happen, Jack.
With that attitude, it won't. Positivity.
Okay, I'm positive it will happen.
I am too. Word. I am too. Come on. It's a spanking.
I'm
having a great time.
I'm just not going to upload this. That's the thing. This is the one on my channel. It's just not coming out. Easy.
What was the score when you played Ben?
I don't know. I lost that as well.
Gone for
I can't host, apparently. Oh, no, I'm not uploading this. This is just a practice. I mean, we can still do the one for your channel if you want. It's due to come out tomorrow, but it'll be so out of context because there won't have been one on my channel.
Oh, look at that. I've got a tear in my eye, the performance of my boys there.
That defeat will hurt, but we've got an early opportunity to make amends against them in our next match, is my team talk. I mean, it'll be an entirely different set of players, but still, the team talk stands. We will make amends in our next match. Jack, thank you for giving me a lesson in Football Manager today.
No problem. I've won my first game there. I'm delighted.
Make notes and come back stronger and give you a return spanking over at your place tomorrow.
Sounds hot. Yes, I'm ready for it. And of course, thank you for having me on the channel. It's a shame we couldn't do the original idea, but I enjoyed this one just as much, maybe more.
It feels like you forgot my name there. Thank you for having me on the channel. And then starts a different sentence. Thanks, Jack. No, you don't even know who I am, do you? This is ringing bells from 2016 when I was trying.
Kevin Chapman.
When I was trying to break into the click, and they didn't reply to any of my messages. It's all coming back to me now.
Can't hear anything. Can anyone hear anything? Anyone? I'm hearing talking and nothing's coming out.
Well, that didn't exactly go as planned, did it? But hopefully things go a little bit better over on Jack's channel tomorrow. So if you somehow don't already know who Work the Space is, a link to his channel is down in the description below. And we're going to be doing a video, similar sort of thing, over on his channel tomorrow. But fingers crossed, I win that one. If you have enjoyed this video, though, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe on the channel for daily Football Manager videos, some that don't have Jack in. Thank you very much for watching.